Hey bitches, welcome to episode 25 of Roll for Girl Dinner, where we let the dice answer the age-old question, what should we have for dinner? Today we'll be using these dice because they remind me of wine, and I'm feeling extremely whiny about the fact that I'm back at my corporate job. Now let's get started with a roll for protein. 8. Spam. For the third time in a row, am I getting spammed by spam? Well, if the spam's gonna spam me with spam, then I'm gonna spam you with the spam in the TikTok shop. We're all in this together now, bitches. Now let's roll for some cheese. 3. Cheddar. Today we'll be using the last of this Maker's Reserve extra sharp white cheddar cheese by Tillamook. I'm really sad that it's gone, but I do have more of the 2014. As far as I know, you can only get this from their headquarters, so I'm gonna have to make a trip back there. Next up, let's roll for some vegetables. That's a 3 for green beans and a 7 for cherry tomatoes. Hello, green beans. Nice to see you again. I should clarify that I do actually really like them. And of course, I love cherry tomatoes, so this is all good. On to the roll for carrier. 4. Potato chips. Today we're going to go with the sea salt variety of Jackson's sweet potato chips, which I'm getting low on, so either Jackson's needs to figure out who I am and that I'm their biggest fan and send me a lifetime supply, or I'm going to need to make a trip to Costco. Either one. Now let's roll for some Razzle Dazzle. That's an 8 for artichoke hearts and an 11 for black olives. Today I've got these quartered artichoke hearts whose description on the can sounds like they might be hitting on you. Tender and delicious. Ooh. But it's not wrong. And I've got these sliced black olives that I've had in my cabinet for about a year, and I'm holding the can funny so that you don't think that I want to be associated with the company that I bought them from. Time to get saucy with the roll for sauce. 12. Choose my own. Since it doesn't technically require me to pick something off of the list, I'm going to go with this mystery jar from my fridge. I'm not sure how long it's been in there, but it's probably a vinaigrette. And the logical thing to do here is mixy, as the wonderful Alexis Nicole would say. And now let's wrap this up with a roll for sparkling water. 3. Beach plum. Ooh, my favorite. La 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 qua 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 qua. You just would never know I'm a trained singer. And of course we can't have girl dinner without the leftover coffee that I never seem to finish. So let's dig right in. Now, I did leave out a few pieces of spam and a few pieces of cheese from the little salad mixy. 1, so that the proportions in the salad were correct, but 2, because we had this same cheese and this same spam the other day and it was really good on its own, so I wanted it that way again. And now I get to have a little bit of each. I'm a genius. And I guess I don't really mind being spammed by the spam. Though I am a bit concerned that I'm being lulled into a false sense of safety by the dice. Anyway, let's give this salad a try and hope that the mystery dressing actually is vinaigrette. Oh, good, it is. And I think that I have a bias toward salads because this is just really good. And I feel like every time I make a salad, I just think it's really good. Now, if I were Michael Batask, who was raised in a seaside druid community where she didn't really feel like she fit in, she kept to a vegan diet and did all the druid things to please her parents, but she really just wanted to travel the world and find the best surfing. She's like, see, Mom, that's doing nature stuff or whatever. Stop ruining my life. But overbearing parents being literally overbearing parents, because, druids, they sent her away to a fighter's guild school, which, unacceptable. There is no way she's about to spend her life committing violence for an imperialistic state. In an interesting turn of events, she was selected for the Elemental Warrior program due to her druidic upbringing and aquatic elf heritage. Big mistake on their end. Because now, with the ability to fight and harness the elements, running away from school was a cinch. And finding a group of like-minded folks who also want to fight the state was just a matter of wandering into a few choice pubs. They may not be mighty, but they work very well with what they have. And they will rise. If I were her, I would give this meal a perfect 10. But as I am not, I, Kendra, rate it a 9.5.
This is my meal. I call this girl dinner. Girl dinner. Girl dinner. Girl dinner.